Bitcoin and Litecoin finally break out. Will this continue? What's up, guys? Crypto Savvy here with your daily dose of cyber heroin, also known as cryptocurrency. We're going to take a look at the charts, starting with Litecoin, moving on to Bitcoin, and then we're going to take a look at the Bitcoin daily chart versus the gold weekly chart, which we've been watching for quite some time. If you haven't seen that, you definitely want to check it out. It's also why I believe we're going to hit 46,000 by the end of the year. So definitely check it out at the end of the video. Also, there's a free Discord link in the description box below the video. Awesome community in there, guys. People of all levels of experience. Definitely check it out. It's an extremely newbie friendly community. It's just a great group of people in there. I suggest you definitely check it out if you haven't already. There's also some links down there to help support the channel. There's a COINBASE link, ABRA link. If you sign up, make a deposit, you can get some free crypto. There's also a Ledger link down there. Definitely check that out. If you don't have a hard wallet, you should definitely consider getting one and keep your cryptos off the exchanges if you're not trading them. Not your keys, not your crypto. Remember that. Also, there's a Brave browser link down there. And for those that want to dabble in leverage trading, there's a Prime XBT link down there that is an exchange that offers up to 100 times leverage trading. I don't suggest that if you're new or you're an inexperienced trader, but I did want to put that down there for anyone that wants to check it out. So let's get into the video and see what's going on. All right, guys, as always, I want to start out by saying I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is my view and my opinion of the market only. Anybody that's doing any trading, investing in this market, I suggest you do your own due diligence and your own research, as this market is extremely volatile and risky. Also, keep in mind, it's still a speculative market. Don't put in more than you're willing to lose. And with that being said, if you're new here or you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button in the lower right-hand side of the screen. That'll get you subscribed to the channel. And then if you tick the notification bell, that'll get you notified when I post new videos, as I do post every day. I'm sorry I'm late today, but I do want to get this video out to you, so here I am. Don't forget to smash the likes and leave your comments also, guys. All right, we're going to zip through this kind of quick. If you guys haven't seen why I have these targets, definitely check out my prior videos. But this 167 is one from a cup and handle. The 192 is another from a different cup and handle. The first one's from this neckline at the 94. That gets us to 167 range, where I am still strongly thinking we're going to this one. Then we have the next one, the bigger cup and handle at 192. And then if you look here, we have a rising broadening wedge I have drawn here, with the yellow being resistance on the top and then the yellow on the bottom as support. And this is from our long-term trend line from where we hit bottom back in December. So in the measured move off that, if we were to break up past this 167 and we break out of this channel or out of this wedge, 250 is my target after that. But let's go into the daily RSI. We're in this rising wedge. Rising channel. We had a breakdown here, which was more like a bear trap, and we are definitely still continuing in here, and I think we still have another nice move upcoming this week. So let's look at the 4 hour, see where we're at on that. Now in the 4 hour, we had this falling channel in here, and then we had a falling wedge within it. We broke out, came into a falling channel, broke out of that falling channel into another, broke out of that falling channel into another, and again. Now I do believe we're probably most likely going to come up and test the top of this channel, and I think that's going to get us, our next move up. Let's look at it in the price action. We'll take a look at the bearish and a bullish scenario. As always, you should be ready for either way, even though I am still bullish here, and I will give you my targets on that. So anyways, first, looking at the bearish scenario, if we were to come back down now, if we were to come directly down, and it would have to be a pretty hard move. First of all, I think we're going to have support on this white trend line now, and that's going to be around the 107. That's worst, case, staying within this anyways. Then I have this longer term from the blue ascending broadening wedge. For those of you that have been watching the channel, you understand that I don't want to go all through it and waste time, but If you haven't seen it, definitely go back a few videos. But anyways, let's say 97 would be, you know, worst case scenario down here, and that would be hitting the bottom of this rising wedge. That doesn't hold. 62 is old resistance right here, and then the bottom of that wedge, which I showed you earlier, 55, is the absolute worst I see. And the longer we stay up here, the more this moves up on this trend line. But again, guys, I'm still bullish here. I don't believe we're going to be going down to these lower lows. I do believe we're going to continue up, and I have a measured move. I posted this in Discord this morning. That's one of the advantages of Discord too. I'll post charts every once in a while when I'm, you know, before the videos. But the measured move off that would be measuring this as a flag pull, and then this as a bull flag, and the breakout will get us up to the 134. I want to show you guys too, I drew these white lines in here this morning as another rising channel. And if we measure the, well, I thought I had a measurement in there. I must have deleted it. We will make another one. We measured this channel, the width of this channel here. If we were to break out past this 134, that would be the top of the channel, is the 134, which is my target now. That gets us right up to our 167 area that we've been watching forever. If we look at the RSI, we may have enough room to get up there, you know, bounce around in here, get some bearish or hidden bullish divergence, and continue up. So still looking at that 167, guys. But as of right now, the more immediate target is the 134 area. And let's look at, yeah, that's it for now. I want to go into Bitcoin. Like I said, I'm going to try to zip through this a little quicker than usual. Looking at this as a cup and a handle. We had our cup and handle target was 8,400, which we've hit already. Now I'm looking at this rising wedge. I'm going to show you why I got this 92 or 9,600 target. This being the top of the wedge, this being the support, all the way from where we bottomed out. And we broke through right here, and the measured move off of that breakthrough is 96. That's why I'm still looking at that 9,600. Yeah, I definitely still think that's where we're headed, at least, guys, at least. Now, if we were to break out above that, we would do a measured move of this as a flag pull to the $12,000 range. Also, there's another measured move I have in here, if my computer would stop lagging. And we will go in, we'll look at that in the 4 hour. Again, I don't know what's going on with my charts. I got a bunch of crap missing. Yeah, sorry guys. Let's look at the daily RSI. And in the daily RSI, as you can see, this was our old rising channel that we've broken down out of. We could come back down still, test this, but we seem to be in a falling channel here, which I believe we're going to break out and test the bottom of this. We've been talking about that for a few days now. Let's go into the 4 hour. That gives us a better idea what might be going on right now. All right, so in the 4 hour, we had this rising wedge. We dropped out of here, came into a falling channel, and we've broken out of that falling channel now. I do believe, like I said, we have a lot of room to move up, and I do believe we have a nice move up coming, even in Litecoin and Bitcoin. Let's go to the price action now. Sorry about that. Now I can show you what is going on with this computer, man. Apologize, guys. Like I said, horrible morning. That's why the video is so late. I got a lot of crap going on, and it sucks. Anyways, so the other measured move off of, if we broke out of this 96, would just be measuring this rising channel here, and that would be the 11.4. So if we do break above the 9,600, my target's between 11,400 and 12,000, looking more towards the 12,000. But and then if there's a correction after that, if we do make it up here before the correction, I don't see the correction being going any lower than like 8,200. But as of now, you guys know my, well, let me show you real quick the price action. We'll look at the bearish scenario real quick. And again, guys, I apologize for being scatterbrained. This morning has just been hectic, and I'm over it. So anyways, this is the rising channel. We did dip down, and that could have been just a bear trap, guys. I'm still not too sure about it. I don't like how this top trend line, touches each. And if you watch my videos, you know I like wicks. I don't like using the bodies and cutting the wicks out. But as you can see, we did break down on these two, and that's the only thing that worries me about this. But yeah, we'll take a look at the bearish scenario first. And this measured move down, well, first of all, like I said, that this is the top of that rising wedge that we broke out of, which gives us the target of the 9,600. We could be coming back down to test this again, and that would be the $7,200 range. That'd be testing the top of that channel. And as long as we got support there, I think it would be going to 96 straight from there. But if that does break, as you guys know from watching, this is still my absolute lowest target. I do not believe we'll see under 6,600 again in Bitcoin. And we'll see that in the end in the Bitcoin daily versus the gold weekly chart, the trend line I'm following in that, which gives us the $6,600 range. But this is also, I was looking at this morning as a triangle looking for a breakout, which we've gotten here. But I had a measured move if we broke down from there by just measuring this as a flag pole and then looking at this as a bear flag, and that would have gotten us down to that 6,600. But we did break up, guys. Now I know a lot of people get paranoid, like right now we broke up and it looks like it's coming back down, but a lot of times we'll come back down and test the top of the triangle that we broke out of for support and continue up. But the measured move here is 8,500, guys, and I just do that by measuring the width of the triangle to where it broke out, and that gives me about the $8,500 range. So that's my target for right now and the more immediate, as long as we don't come down and break down out of this. But I do believe we're probably going to get more up in this area. And then obviously, we would we might get some sideways action here. We may even come back down and test the bottom of this channel again before moving up. Or we could have a very nice move up in the next couple days. But this 9,600 area again, guys, that is my more immediate target. I do believe we're going to be hitting that in the near future. And then the measured move of the breakout of this channel that we looked at in the daily would get us up to the 11,400 range. And then, of course, if we looked at this as a big bull flag, and this is the flag pole, which that bull flag is getting kind of long now. But if we were to break out, like I said, same area around the 9,600, then we're looking at the 12,000. Let's look at the Bitcoin daily chart. If you haven't seen this yet, guys, keep an eye on this yellow line. This is my end of the year target of 46,000. It's actually between 46 and 47,000, but I'm going to say 46,000. That's my target for the end of the year. And this is Bitcoin daily chart, and as you can see, I put a trend line from each peak all the way down to where we broke through 6,000. And you'll see when we zoom in, each one became resistance, and then once we broke through, became support all the way up. And this is my last trend line, this deep blue one, and this is my opinion, the lowest we'll ever see Bitcoin go again. So, and we'll check that out in a minute. But I do want you to take a good look at this chart. And now we're going to go over to the Bitcoin, or the gold weekly, and look at the comparison. It's amazing. And I do believe a pattern is a pattern, and they almost always play out. It's obviously it's not identical, guys, but human emotion is human emotion, and that's what makes charts. And I do believe this is going to play out just like gold did over here. And if you look at the yellow line on top, that is why I say 46,000 is my target for the end of the year. Now in the gold chart, right in here in 2003, the gold ETF was approved. Obviously, they say the ETF won't do anything for Bitcoin. Well, you could be the judge of that by looking at this chart. Also, this is why I don't believe in the hyperwave theory. I think it's absolute bullshit, and I refer to it as the diaper wave. I feel a lot of people got screwed waiting for that $1,000 Bitcoin that wasn't going to come. And if you look at when I first started posting videos in December, when I believed the bottom was in, and that's when the bottom was in. So, you know, that was, I'm a smaller channel, so I obviously couldn't do anything to help people, but I was trying to get out there that, you know, hyperwave was bullshit and that, you know, we weren't going to see lower lows, and I made some videos on it. But anyways, I feel sorry for you if you fell for that crap. But yeah, we see what happened after the ETF was approved. Now we look back at the daily chart in Bitcoin. We're right in that same area. Is the ETF gonna get approved? I don't know. But I do know this chart is set up for some huge news to come. What it'll be, I don't know. Probably ETF, but does it have to be? No, it could be pretty much, you know, any kind of big adoption news. And I do believe we're in the spot to get that now. Also, I want to point out that I've heard a lot of people say that that's, you know, they've never seen especially some of the big guys, COINBASE, but anyways, said they've never seen a chart bottom out like this. But if we look at this gold chart, bottomed out the exact same way, guys. Same thing on this long-term bottom trend line, touched it twice before breaking up. And if we look at Bitcoin, same thing, touched it twice before breaking up. Now, I said earlier, worst case scenario, and I'll show you now, would be coming down to this line, and right now it's around the 66 say 66.50 area. That's the worst case scenario, guys, if we were to continue correcting down from here. And if I put a measured move, measuring that as a flagpole and this as a, well, that gets a lot further, but I don't see us going below 6,600. I know a lot of people are saying this looks like a head and shoulders. Could be. I don't see it, guys. I think, you know, a lot of people are going to get screwed here trying to short it, thinking it has to correct now. I believe this could have been, you know, the correction. As parabolic as this thing is, I think it's probably going to continue being parabolic for a while. Obviously, yes, we're going to have to get corrections. This was 18% here, which wasn't that much. If we did go all the way down to 6,600 from where we're at now, that would be a correction. If we get to 9,600 first and then come down to the 66, that'd be about a 30% correction. So I do believe that we're probably, most likely, in my opinion, gonna continue up from here. I don't believe we're gonna come down to the 66 now. Like I said, if we break that 9,600, you know, then this, I think if we break that 9,600, we get to the what was that, the 10,000 or 11,400, that measured move over there. If we were to get to 11,400, the measured move, or I'm sorry, the correction, if it had to go all the way back down to this line, would be about 40%. And by that time, we would be over in the, you know, $6,800 range for the correction target. And if we went to the 12,000, this would be a 43% correction. Is it possible? Yeah. But if I take a look at this gold chart, we're right in this area. There was no really gigantic corrections. And where I believe, if we look at the chart, I believe we're right about here. And obviously, guys, it's not exact. I'm just, you know, taking a look at it, trying to compare it. But if we looked at the correction it had right here, well, we'll even do this one, the bigger one over here. Look at that correction. It was 15%. Not much, guys. So as you can see, we can rise up without this 30% correction that, you know, they're saying we need to have to have. Now up here, we had a bigger one once we, you know, got up in closer to the all-time high of gold over here. If we do a measured move off of that one, or not a measured move, I'm sorry, I keep saying that. But if we do measure the drop on that, or the correction, that would have been 25% correction. And then if we go up and look at where it, If we go up here, the biggest correction I see is this one here, and that was after it broke the all-time high. And then it came back down to correct. And that was a 33% correction. So anyways, yeah, just show you guys we don't have to have this huge correction that people are calling for and whatnot. And the 4,200 or 4,500, I think that's nearly impossible in my opinion. You know, it could happen, I could be wrong, but I highly doubt it. If we see below 6,600, I will be amazed and extremely surprised. I don't see it happening, guys. So anyways, that's where I'm at with that. I'm going to also show you real quick we're going to look at the RSI, the weekly. And we were watching this since January is when I drew this out, guys. So let's look at the 2013 bull market followed by the bear market. I drew this trend line in here. We had 2 touches of resistance before breaking through, beginning the bull market. This is 2018 bull market followed by 2017 bull market followed by the bear market. 2 points of resistance and it broke through. We are in a bull run, guys. Or bull market. I'm sorry. I think the bull run is going to blow your mind, but we're definitely in a bull market, in my opinion. Now let's look at the monthly RSI. And those of you that are watching have seen this before. I drew these 2 arcs in here. And this is the 2013 bull market followed by the bear market. Each one of these arrows represents a new low in the RSI. And it had 4 lows and then started the bull market. Same thing, 2017, same arc. 4 arrows represent 4 lows in the RSI. And then bull market begins. Only thing different about this one, guys, I believe it's gonna be a quicker curve up. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. If you like the videos, make sure you subscribe by ticking the Crypto Savvy logo above my head. And then hit the notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos, guys. Smash those likes, leave your comments, let me know what you think, and I'll see you tomorrow.